Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary, and to give you an extra warm welcome, I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you could tell by the title of the video, of course, my 12 days of lunar came in. This geez, has it been a week already? I think it got in either on the 27th or the 28th, but I refused to film with this until after Halloween. Then Halloween passed and I smashed my finger and I smashed my right thumb on my door, so then I had to wait, which I kind of feel like the timing is perfect because it snowed last night. So if I look extra bright, that's why. Yeah, so now that I'm filming this video, it actually kind of feels like Christmas, which is nice. I'm sure you've already seen who knows how many videos of this palette, but I haven't seen any. I've been making sure that if a video pops up of this palette that I just make sure I don't see anything. So let's get started with unboxing this palette one day at a time, and then the final reveal of the palette. Okie dokie. Basically, this is just like an advent calendar. I'm not a huge fan of advent calendars. I don't even think I've ever purchased an advent calendar. And I typically don't get in the Christmas spirit until after Thanksgiving because I feel like poor Thanksgiving, it always gets skipped. And my husband's birthday is November 21st, so it always lands close to Thanksgiving. I just don't get in the Christmas spirit until after Thanksgiving. So doing this video is kind of odd for me. So here is the advent calendar. Here you have the palette, and here you have the 12 days of shadows. So basically, if you open it up. Okay, that was a struggle, especially since my thumb is not working, but I got it out. Here is what the outer packaging of the palette looks like, and you insert your shades in here. Nice, pretty size mirror. I do like the packaging. I think it's totally Lunar Beauty. He's keeping the theme, which I honestly do really enjoy. Okay, so now we're going to open up day number 1. Let's see how this goes because my fingers are kind of my thigh. You do not realize how much you use a finger until it's gone. Okay, so here's day number 1, and he did reveal 3 shades, but I can't remember which ones exactly. Comes in a little box, and here is day number 1, which is a beautiful gold, and it looks like it has maybe a shift in there. So let me pop it into the palette. Okay, day 2. The only thing though, oh, that's a pretty purple, is this palette, this concept makes so much trash for this world. Okay, so let me pop this onto the palette. Okay, there are the 2 shades. The shades are a lot easier to take out than the palette. It was hard for me to get that palette out. Okay, day 3. Beautiful champagne shade. Let me pop it onto the palette. Okay, 3 shades are in. Day number 4. Seriously, you do not realize how much you use your thumb until you can't use it. I mean, I can use it, but not like my left thumb. It's a pretty shade. Okay, 4 shades down. And I'll go ahead and rearrange once I have all the shades. Nice icy shimmer shade. 5 shades down. Day 6. Oh, a pretty mustard yellow. Looks like a mustard yellow. Okay, 6 shades down. Day number 7. Oh, that's a pretty shade. Okay, that's what we got so far. Day number 8. Oh, that's a beautiful, almost army green. Okay, that's what we got so far. Day number 9. A shimmer. Oh, that looks pretty. Okay, that's what we got so far. Day number 10. Let me get up because beautiful transition shade. What the palette looks like so far. Just 2 more days. Day number 11. My thumb is not going to be happy after this. Okay, another shimmer. This is what the palette looks like. All right, and day 12, the last day. Okay, and it looks like a deep, maybe purple, like a plum. Okay, and I did forget. After production, turns out that shade number 9 for day number 9 was not exactly what Manny had envisioned. So he placed an extra shade in this package and had a little note on there to replace shade number 9, or from day 9, to this one, and do what you want with the other shade. So let me show you the comparison of these two. So this is the old one and this is the new one. I don't know if you can even tell the difference. I think the formula, yeah, so when you look at it close, you can't see it on the camera, but this one looks like it has a tiny bit more shimmers in there that have shifts in them, and this one looks like it might be more of a metallic kind of shade. I replaced my old day 9 shade in my palette, and I'll probably put this in like my magnetic palette or something. Okay, but here is the palette, and I think this is a black. I think for now I'm going to leave it like this. I kind of like the layout, but I like the layout because it's not like color coded, it's just kind of spread out. Therefore, it's kind of challenging me to come up with an eye look, right? Okay. Let's create an eye look because I already want to dip into these shadows and the formula and just see if it's good. Oh my goodness, do I have a mess here in my little area? I think that is the only bad thing about concepts or ideas like these, is that at the end of the day, they just make so much trash, you know? All right, so I don't even know what to dip into. Let's go ahead and dip into this shade here, which looks like the perfect kind of warm tone brown, light brown shade that has a hint of like orange in there. Okay, this is a BK Beauty 201, and I do have the NARS eye base on my lids. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do just a traditional style of eye look. I don't have too much time, and I really just wanted to play with a formula. The last palette I purchased from Lunar Beauty was the first Halloween collection. I forget what the palette is called. But he did come out with a second one, and I didn't purchase that because of the color story. It had too many like purples and reds in there. Was it reds? I don't know. But just the color story did not call out to me. I almost purchased it just so I can have volume 1 and volume 2, but I stopped myself because I need to stop doing that, you know? But I do own a couple of things from Lunar Beauty. And this shade is blending out beautifully, very creamy. Okay, that's what that beautiful shade looks like. All right, now I'm debating on which one I need to jump into next, whether I should go with green. Okay, yeah, let's do the green shade and see how that performs. This is a BK Beauty 202, and I'm going to add this in the outer corner. I'm going to start off by tapping. I don't know how pigmented this shade is. I'm bringing it a little bit into the crease. Okay, seems like it's pigmented enough. Okay, I am going to bring it on the lower lash line about halfway in. Okay, that's what it's looking like. I'm going to just go simple and jump into the black just to deepen up the outer corner a tiny bit. This is a Morphe M456. And I'm tapping first. Yeah, it's a black. And a tiny bit in the outer corner. Okay, I feel that looks very pretty. Now comes the part where we pick shimmers, and because I didn't mention earlier, which I don't think I did, there are 6 mattes and 6 shimmers in this palette. So we have so many to choose from. So maybe this one and this one, because I don't want to keep it like all green, you know? So let's do that. Let's do this and this. So we'll go with the darker one. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, next glitter glue is down. So now we're dipping into that pretty shade. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. It looks like it's just going to be a metallic, but now that I'm putting it down, you can see the sparkles in there. It's not just a metallic, which is nice. I mean, I enjoy metallics, and of course, you know, sometimes a softer metallic looks more sophisticated and pretty, but I definitely expected for some of these shimmers to wow me just a tiny bit. Okay, now we're dipping into that other shade, which looks like the champagne-y kind of shade. That's gonna go right in the front. Ooh, it has a slight green shift to it, I think. Yeah, super pretty. Okay, here's what the eyes are looking like. I definitely feel like the shimmer formula has improved since the last time I tried eyeshadows from Lunar Beauty. I didn't try the last one, which is Life's a Drag 2, or reformulated or remastered something. I didn't try that one, and then the one before that, which was more of like your typical nude, basic nude palette. I didn't try those two, so I don't know if the shimmer formula from those palettes coincide with this one. But the last palette that I tried, which was the #1, the volume 1 Halloween one, the shimmers definitely not like the shimmers that I'm using today. Like, you see that? You could tell that it's more of like a wet formula just by the texture of the shade, and same with this one, and you can see it, just the reflection is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to jump into the icy shade for the inner corner. This is a Sonia G detail brush, and I did wet it just a tiny bit. Pretty. Okay, so let me go ahead and jump off camera, finish off with the rest of my face, and I will be back. Okay, my lovelies, here is the finished eye look. I did decide to go in to some half lashes. This is the style Flutter from the Bright Lashes. And for the lips, I have Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury, and I did go into the only Lunar Beauty gloss that I have. This is in Enchantment, and I'm actually almost completely gone. I don't know if you could tell. So this is about to be a empty. Yeah, so here is the final look. Super, super pretty. These shimmers are very, very pretty. He definitely has improved his formula since the last time I tried his eyeshadow formula, and I do feel like he did a great job. Yeah, these shimmers they're giving me something. Okay, so let's talk about my thoughts and whatnot. Okay, and here is the aftermath. This unboxing. Sorry, my kid came in here and she was playing with it. So it's like Christmas. All right. This retails for $50 and it's still available on Lunar Beauty website, which I understand a lot of people are probably wanting to know what the palette actually looks like before purchasing it. So it looks like this was made in China. 12-month shelf life for this palette. Okay, so what do I think? And I'll go ahead and insert swatches here while I talk. I do feel like the matte formula is very pretty. That green shade that I used, I wish it was just a tiny bit more pigmented, but other than that, it worked beautifully. It blended out beautifully. The black one also performed great, even though I only used a tiny bit. Honestly, that's all I needed. So it seems like it's a very pigmented palette. So far right now, the thing that I'm enjoying the most is the shimmers. They just feel so much better than what I remember. So overall, I think this is a really good palette. Now, the color story is not going to be for everyone, and 100% I am so happy that this is not a blue themed palette, because I'm not going to lie, when I saw the reveal and when Manny only revealed 3 shades in his reveal video, I thought it was going to be a blue based palette with a couple of purple shades in there, and it's not. I might rearrange this, but this is the way that I opened it. You have some warm tones, you have this purple and the black, and then the shimmers. There is a variety in the shimmers. There's only one green, which is nice. So I feel like he did a pretty decent job with this color story, and I'm glad that it's not like super winter themed, because that definitely would have turned me off from this palette. I do feel the price point is decent, $50 for what you get. I do hate the fact that you create so much waste with this idea. I mean, I have 12 little boxes and 12 little plastic components, and then the extra one from the shade that he replaced, plus the advent calendar box. So a lot of trash, but other than the plastic, everything else is recyclable, which is nice, but still just a lot of waste, I feel like. But overall, the experience was great. I enjoyed so much opening each shade with you guys and just being surprised. At least I was surprised, because if you've already seen other reviews of this palette, you weren't surprised and you already know what I was gonna get. But I didn't, and it was so much fun. And it just reminded me of Christmas morning when you open up your gifts, at least when I was a kid. I definitely want to create some more eye looks so I can test out the other shades, but so far all the shades that I used today worked beautifully. So bravo, Manny, bravo. I'm excited. This was a good purchase. Okay, well that is it. That concludes this video of the 12 Days of Lunar eyeshadow palette that came in an advent calendar. I will definitely be doing more looks. I hope you enjoyed the eye look I created. All right, my lovelies. Well, again, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. All the likes, all the comments, everything supports my channel in more ways than you know. If you shop through my links, thank you so much. That, as of right now, is the only actual monetary compensation that I get from doing YouTubes, and I'm totally okay with that. I do need to fix a couple of things that I need to do for my channel in order to actually get paid from YouTube. So that is in the works right now. But so far, just your support, likes, comments, subscribing if you haven't already, and using my links is what helps out my channel so much. Okay, well, with that being said, I would love it if you gave the video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully bringing some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. All right, I will see you on the next video. Bye.